Hello, Trojan families. This is Miss Blackburn. I'm here so that I can make sure we're having the very best experience possible as we're working with our computers. For all of you who checked out a computer from TK, please be sure that you start with your computer by turning it on. You'll see that I have a screen that's off at the moment, or a laptop that's turned off. It is turning itself on. Normally, at the end of your school day, you will not need to turn the computer off, but let me show you exactly what needs to happen from the very get-go in getting it home. Be sure you followed all of these steps in order to get connected to the internet and be certain that things are ready to go. But as the computer comes up, you'll see that you get a screen here that tells you the date and time. It gives you some other information in the upper right-hand corner, but that's all techie information we don't need to worry about. Next, when you click any button on the computer or swipe up on the screen, you'll notice that you get a message that tells you, it is a notice from Clovis Unified. It tells you this computer is configured for off-site student use. There is a phone number, 327-9595. That is the Technology Help Desk. If you get to a point where you are unable to problem solve what's happening with your computer, but if you follow these instructions, you should have a great chance of getting everything connected and working properly. Please note that there is no need to type in the Clovis USD / in your username, as we have given you exactly what you need to type for username and password. They have bypassed that as a need for typing that in. So let's get to the next thing. Click any button on your laptop or click the OK on the screen. And when you get to this point, in order to be certain you are connected to your home Wi-Fi, you can use the touch screen here. And at this point, you are able to find your Wi-Fi on your choices. I'm going to connect to a hotspot that we have here, so you can see that this works the same way it would work at home. You do want to leave it to connect automatically. Leave that checked and hit connect. It might ask for your password at home, but I'm typing in the password we need here and say next. It might ask if you want to locate other devices. You can choose yes if you'd like, since you are in your home Wi-Fi. It means it would allow it to connect other devices there. It's not necessary, however, to choose yes. You'll see now it does have an outside connection right there. It is not on Clovis Unified's connection. And that's what you need to have, is an outside connection. So we've got that Wi-Fi connected now. I'm going to confirm that. If it takes too long, you'll see that it comes back. It is currently. And then you can type in your username, just as we gave it to you, and password. So I'm going to get logged in as a student, so you'll see the screen looking exactly as it would for you. You'll see now that as it logged in, it comes up to the desktop. And we're waiting to give the computer an opportunity to get all connected in all of its ways. You just saw a box in the lower right-hand corner that popped up that said Global Protect. It said not connected. Well, it has to be connected. So let me show you. If that box goes away and you can't see whether or not it's connected, there's a way to check that. For some of you, your box might stay there. It'll show the globe is connected, and that's exactly what you need. If you don't see your box, there's a small little caret triangle at the bottom. We're going to click that on the computer screen, and then you're going to click the globe. You will then see that it says Global Protect Connected, and it will tell you that you've got a connection secured. It might tell you that you're connected to a global or to a corporate site, a corporate network, and that's okay too, because you are connected as Clovis Unified students on your device. Once you know that your Global Protect is connected, then you are able to get onto the internet. If you try to get onto Google before that is connected, it will block your websites and tell you that the internet is blocked. Once you're connected, you're going to choose the Google Chrome icon and let that load. Okay, so now you'll see that we've come up to a website. You may come up to the Temperance Kuttner website. You may have to click the button that says continue to website if you are on a Clovis Unified website. It may just come up to your Google screen. Any of those things will work. What we're looking for is to see that the small blue box with the white letter C in this upper right-hand corner is here. So right there, we want to click on our Clever. It might ask you to search for your school. If that happens, as you start to type the name of our school, you'll find that it has Temperance Kuttner. You can simply check once. And then you always want to log in with the Active Directory. And you could touch screen or you can use the mouse and click on it. You should then see your student's name in the upper right-hand corner, and it tells you that they are logged in to their Clever. This is the safe place for our students to be. Their screen and their app uses might look different than this one, and that's just fine. You should see that under teacher pages, you have your teacher's name listed there as the student is enrolled in that teacher's class. There are a couple of options here when we're trying to get in to see all the work that's assigned to our students, how to get to our Zoom links. There's lots of places to go. One of the most important places is going to be this giant colorful G for Google Drive. Click on that, and your student is taken to their Google Drive. It may ask you to verify that it's you if you're logging in for the first time, perhaps. And when you get to the student's Google Drive, you're going to find on Google this waffle, these 9 dots, we call it the waffle in Google. You're going to click on that, and then you want to select Classroom. That is where your student's Google Classroom is, and you're going to see your student's teacher, room number, name, however they've set up their Google Classroom. If you do not see your student's Google Classroom, you'll need to get the Google Classroom code from your teacher, and then you're going to go right up here to this plus symbol, click Add. You will see as we type in the class code for this particular class, this is not the code you would use unless this is what's given to you by your teacher. You will then find that the join becomes blue, and you will click that to join the student into their Google Classroom. And when they click on their Google Classroom, this is where they're going to find the information like their assignments. This is where they will find their Zoom links and all information that their teachers need them to have. They might find the information in the stream where you could scroll down and locate some assignments or comments, information back and forth from classmates and teacher. It might be, and one of the best places is to go to classwork, which is where you're going to find what your classwork is. We'll also give you the opportunity to find that Zoom link where if you click there and then asks you to launch that meeting, that would be the same recurring meeting that your students will attend each instructional block. And this gives you an opportunity to see the calendar and anything else that your teacher has added to that Google Classroom. So we're back at our Clever Student Portal, and this is where you're going to find everything else that's needed. So when your teacher tells you to go to your Clever Student Portal, this is the page that you're seeing. And again, like I said, your icons might be in a different arrangement. They also might have different available icons, and that's just fine. But this is where your teacher is going to guide you through to all the items that you need. I hope this tech video has been helpful to each of you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call the TK office at 327-8100. But your best bet is to start with calling or emailing your teacher directly. They've got this info and they can help you out. See you soon.